Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got some new shrimp, so I'm going to show you guys. I got some advanced Nanacy that we're adding to the tank. I've already got about 8 of them and they've been breeding, but slowly. So I want to add some more and hopefully the juvies grow out and we can get that tank going because every other tank seems to be breeding a lot right now. Now, I got these from Lucky Aquatics. I had a little bit of a scare because they got shipped via USPS. They ended up in Florida, I think last Thursday or so, and they got to me to Texas today, Monday. Now this happens. I've heard horror stories before. I wasn't very optimistic that I'd even get them, but every single one of them was great. Packaging was great. Communication was great from Lucky Aquatics, so that's pretty awesome. Let me turn off the lights, show you guys what's in here, and then of course we're gonna acclimate them and maybe feed them a little bit to show you guys what they look like, and then I'll give you guys a little update on the rest of my tanks. Alright, so if we're talking about quality, these are pretty much as good as I've seen out there in the market. These are Vin lineage as well, and so they're gonna blend in with mine right away. I've got a 10+1, one being for the DOA, but obviously there's no DOAs, so I get to keep an extra one of these. So I really like that one. There's plenty of these. Like, honestly, every single one of these look great. Look at them. The blue is really popping. They're advanced Nanacy for the most part. As juvies, this is what you can expect. And this is how I know that you have some quality stuff. I wish I could show you guys in the tank. I've got some big moms in there. And I've also got some juvies that are growing out right now. I know I said I had like 8. I probably have more like 10 or 12 because I started with 5. And I was able to keep some juvies. But overall, it was pretty great, I think. And so this experience has been a little wild. And I was really looking forward to this. I even got home early just to be able to be home when they'd get here. But I just thought it'd be nice to give Lucky Aquatics a shout out. She was great. Communication was on point. Everything was great. Quality, as you guys can see, the quality is awesome. So let's get these acclimating, and while they're acclimating, I'm going to give you guys an update on the rest of the tanks. Alright, so now that we got the advanced Nanacy drip acclimating, it's been a while, so I want to update you guys on some of these shrimp tanks. I'm very happy. A lot of these have been breeding. We've got multiple batches of babies. Pure red lines, got some babies. Pure black lines is full of babies. Look at that. I've got probably about 50 babies in here. Multiple batches of offspring. Moss is crazy. If anybody of you guys need moss, hit me up on Instagram. I've got crazy amount of moss in some of these tanks. Black fancy tigers, they've been buried, but for some reason I haven't seen any babies. So I think she's still buried. 1 or 2 of them are buried in there. Still holding on to them. So any day now they should have some babies. Red fancy tigers, I mean, I've showed you guys these before. Stunning. But yeah, we got multiple batches of babies in here as well. Some bigger than the rest. We've got that size, and then we've got some newer size, which is back down that back right wall. There's some smaller ones back there. There we go. And I mean, so far so good, because that one I think I got a few months back. 3 months back maybe? I showed you guys in a video on TB Shrimp. I'll put a card up here somewhere and to show you guys the video. But red spotted pintos, let me see if I can focus. Same thing, crazy amount of babies in here. There's a lot more than we can see, but there's so many back there. Black pintos, I've also got some babies in here. Some bigger juvies, they're probably in the moss. They love to hide in the moss, but these are doing great also. Shadow Mazuros, these are the ones I haven't seen. So they were the first ones that started breeding, but I haven't seen them breed like in a month or 2. So the juvies are now growing out. They're probably those right there. And yeah, so the advanced Nanacy right here, they've bred for me once. Then I haven't seen them breed again, which is why I wanted to add some more to that tank. And so that tank's really healthy. Bunch of moss in there. Doing great, so I'm sure they're gonna be fine. My Black Galaxy fish bones, these are buried already. I wish I could show you guys. There's some nice pieces in there. Actually a big fan of those. The blue boats are breeding as well. I'm sorry about the camera. I don't know why it keeps losing focus so much. But blue bolts also buried. A few females are buried. Any day now, I should be seeing some babies in here. So I'm really excited about that. Black Nanashis. I know you guys haven't seen these much, but let me see if I can focus. Okay. So these are black Nanashis. To some people, I mean, they're also called Galaxy Tigers, but, you know, I bought them as black Nanashis. These are great. There's one batch of babies in here, but you guys can see just how many I have back there. There's about 25 pieces in here. My red Nanacy. Now these right here, this is probably my most successful tank, and it's all the way down here. This right here, there's multiple batches of babies, juvies. I'm getting some really cool red advanced Nanacy pieces out of this tank, out of the offspring. So I'm really excited to move those. I wish I could show you guys some of the females in here. They have like a metallic sheen to them, such as this one right here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit and show you guys. But they look great, and there's so many of them. So really great. Really excited about this tank right here. That's all the tanks. I wanted to give you guys a quick update. I'm gonna wait until I get these in the tank and give you guys another update. All right, guys. So it's been about 6 hours, and the shrimp are finally going in their tank. So I'm gonna show you guys a nice shot. There was a big difference in TDS. It was about 180 in the bag, and my tank is probably about 110. So I had to wait quite a bit before I put them in the tank. Let me give you guys some close-ups. All right, so this is what they look like in the tank. Now, I've got a huge clump of moss in this tank, so it's gonna be very difficult to get all of them. Like I mentioned, once they grow out a little bit, they'll lose a little bit of the blue. They look exactly like mine did when they were juvies, because I got mine when they were juvies. So I do think it's gonna be very difficult to tell apart from what I have. I know this one right here was already one of mine, but you can see the big difference between that and this right here. But I've got a bunch of pictures on my Instagram, and you guys can see mine were just like this before. So I think they're very similar lineage. I think they're gonna be just great. If you guys can see in the back, one of my females just molted. That's a molt they're eating back there. That's pretty cool. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yep. So who knows? There might just be some breeding already. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm actually gonna feed some spinach right now, so let's do that, and then hopefully we can get some better shots. Alright guys, so I did feed some spinach, and some adults came out. You guys can see that's actually one that I had here, that one too. Some of the juvies came out. They probably, I mean, I would assume they're hungry. They've been in a bag for a week, but I mean, they're back there. But I'll definitely keep you guys updated on this. I actually didn't even expect to record a video today, but I was just super excited, and I really wanted to show them off to you guys. I did feed spinach in all my tanks, and I just thought I'd show you guys real quick. Now, in some of these, I have a lot of babies, but, you know, some of them, it's probably the first time that they've even seen the spinach. So, you know, once they grow out a little bit, you know, juvie size, then they'll start acknowledging the spinach. Those are the black Galaxy fish bones I showed you guys. Blue bolts, all of them came out. The black Nanashis, all the black Nanashis came out. And the red Nanashis. And as you guys can see, it's mostly the adults. There's some tiny ones in there, but mostly the adults that will eat the spinach. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching and supporting. I'll see you guys soon.